guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm just gonna go for more kind of chill Minecraft playthrough session. I feel like over the last kind of I don't know, maybe like 4 or 5 episodes, I've done a lot of building. It's been a lot of cutting, not a lot of what's the word? What's the kind of word I'm looking for? Not a lot of just like yapping. I feel like, and I feel like that's what I need to do today. Um, Today I was at the gym and I was able to get my skin folds taken, which if for those skin folds kind of measures your body composition, how much fat you're carrying. Now, just about a year ago, I made it kind of my mission because I was at that time a lot larger than what I should have been, and over this last kind of, I want to say like the last kind of, I guess you could say year, my body has changed heaps, and I've been hitting the gym every day consistently, twice a day most of the time, which sounds ridiculous to the normal person, but I feel like that's just what I've kind of done and created as my habit. Um, oh, I in there, but yeah, I had my skin folds taken about a year ago, and I found out they told me that I had a skin fold reading of at the time 120, which for those of you that don't know, that's yeah pretty high. But yeah, as I was saying, I had my skin fold reading of 120, which was just way too much. But I did get my skin folds taken. I have been getting them taken over the last kind of maybe 9 months consistently, and I've noticed a massive drop. So I'm currently now at 44. When I was at 120, that was my height, like the largest kind of point that I was at, which is ridiculous. Like that drop is, yeah, it's insane. You don't really hear about it that much. But yeah, I feel like I've been hitting the gym so much and so consistently that it's kind of just become a sort of a lifestyle for me now, where I can't really go a day without cheating myself. And if I feel like I'm cheating myself, then yeah, I don't really feel good about myself, and for the rest of the day especially, I don't feel good at all. Look, the reason I say that is, the reason I'm telling this story is, I know there might not be many people that watch this, but if you do watch this and you can relate to being a bit overweight and in a position where you don't want to be, like you don't want to be in terms of like your body composition and stuff, I've been there before, and I can tell you, just sticking to that diet and sticking to that exercise that you plan out for yourself consistently over a long period of time, it will pay off. And at the time, it might not feel that a lot is changing at all. You might feel like, I don't know, everything is kind of staying the same, or you're only noticing a little bit of growth, but I guess it's kind of funny, but yeah, slow motion is better than no motion, unironically. Okay, so that's how you do that. Alright, cool. Kind of figure that out. I know for me especially, I feel like this is something that I'm going to look back on in time and realize like, well, it is something that I've reflected on in time, and I've kind of been like, that was ridiculous, and I don't know how I was letting myself get away with that, especially for the goals that I have and the ambitions that I have in the future. But some of the stuff, especially around like my diet, was ridiculous. Like I would be eating complete like full blocks of chocolate and pretending, kind of telling myself that it wasn't doing anything as long as I went to the gym after, or I don't know, worked out. Like it was a complete joke, and I don't know why I was allowing myself to get away with that. But I feel like if you're in a position where you can relate to that, and if that does sound familiar in a sense, just know that in the long run, cheating yourself doesn't really do anything. Like like you say, like I'm just saying, you're only cheating yourself. Let's see how that works. I'll put that there, go up. Cool. I also feel like once you get into that kind of unhealthy habit of overeating and eating stuff that you know you shouldn't be eating, it's very hard. People don't talk about how hard it is to change and kind of let go of those habits that have always been there. And I know as someone who's kind of done that and kind of went through it and changed. I'm not perfect now. Like there's still times where I go to sleep and I go to sleep knowing I had a shit diet, a shit like meal, and it's completely fucking on me. But I feel like it's important that you can't make excuses for yourself as well, because at the end of the day, you want to be the best version of yourself, and that's the way I look at it. Is I want to be when I die, because eventually, you will die. I want to be the best version of myself. I don't want to die knowing that I could have given a bit more effort. Like I want to die knowing that I gave it a fair crack. I gave it a good enough shot of, like giving yourself a chance to be successful. All right, let's give this a crack. This is about like all the gold I'd mined up, and let's see how far I can get up now. These are all the powered rails that I could kind of afford right now with the gold that I had stored. Alright, that's cool. It works. It definitely works, which is good. I like that. I should mention I'm kind of making this video in anticipation that I will watch this back, especially like in the future down the line, maybe like, I don't know, 2-3 years, in 2-3 years time, and see like what kind of my struggles were, if you want to call it struggles, but yeah, what I was kind of going through at that time and what was going through my head and all these decisions that I was making. I feel like it'd be really cool, especially just to look back at this and kind of reflect on. Let's give this a try, see how it goes. Alright, good so far. Yeah, I haven't undershot, which is good. I'm happy with that. Oh, well, there goes the minecart. But let's see how far we have to go. You know what? Not that far. I'm actually surprised. Alright, and it's daytime as well. Cool. I think I'm going to leave it there for today's episode. Just a short one. A bit of yapping as well, especially about where I am right now in life. But yeah, like I said, I think it would be cool to kind of come back to this in a couple of years and reflect on how far I've come, especially in this short time, which is only a year. So thank you all for tuning in. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.